Hi everyone, I'm April, and you're watching the Tangled Cat Speaks, and this is a book edition. So it is 2024, and 2024, what? No, it's not, it's 2026. It's New Year's Day 2026. Yikes. Yeah, that's my brain lately, just all over the place. So I just kind of wanted to reintroduce myself a little bit as it is a new year. And I have been doing this YouTube channel since January 2018. And so this is going to be the start of my 8th year on YouTube. I didn't always do book stuff in that entire time. I think that's probably more within maybe 4 or 5 years that I started adding book stuff. But yeah, it's my anniversary, my YouTube anniversary. And so I just wanted to kind of bring that up, introduce myself. I'm April. I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I do knitting and craft related stuff on this channel, but separate videos most of the time. If I don't have a lot of content for either one for that month, then I will combine them. But for the most part, I keep the books and the crafting separate. Reading was not good for me in December. I finished one book and it wasn't very long, and that one has already been donated to a little free library. It is called Snow Shadow by Andre Norton. I knew that Andre Norton did a lot of science fiction and some fantasy. This book is not either of those things. It is a gothic mystery. And this young woman is doing some research. She goes to this quaint little town, and she's doing some research. She runs into some people that are kind of like-minded. She's trying to mingle and network, so to speak. They find out where she's staying, and a man kind of approaches her and is like, "Why are you staying there? That's too expensive. You don't need to be doing that. I know a place for much cheaper, and they could really use the money." So she ends up staying in this big manor, this big home where an elderly woman lives with her 2 servants, and she's got some family members that kind of come in and out. And there is a murder that happens, and everybody's just trying to figure out. It's kind of like a cozy mystery, but in more of the gothic mystery style, as opposed to like the themed the way cozy mysteries now these days are pretty much themed. Like there's a knitting theme or a tea shop theme or dog grooming theme or whatever theme you can come up with. There's a cozy mystery for it. This is not that. This is more in the gothic mystery style, but it is kind of like a cozy mystery. It's the kind where somebody dies, but you don't actually see the violence. You don't know the violence part of it. It's not gory, it's not dark. It's a little bit, because it is gothic style, it has a little bit of a darker tone to it. It's not graphic. I like this story, and I'm surprised I liked it, because when I first started it, that first chapter, I could not get into it. Could not get into it. I was having a hard time. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to give it one more chapter, and then if I don't like it, I'm just going to DNF it. Nope, second chapter, it picked up, and I really started to enjoy it. And now the only complaint that I have about this book is, I don't know who edited it, but my goodness, there was so many spelling errors, just all over the place. And that was a little bit of the reason why I had a hard time reading it. But it was a good story. I like the outcome of the story. Everything, the buildup was really fun and interesting. And I was very, very pleased. My second ever, well, no, maybe not my second. I think it's maybe like my third Andre Norton story. The other 2 that I read were short, really super, super short stories, and they were science fiction. So this was this was very, very different, and I was very pleased by it. I don't know if she's done more. in that style, but I'm going to have to look because I very much enjoyed it. Now, this one I was planning to read on Christmas and I never got to it. I had some family issues that kind of came up right around that time, and there was just no sitting down to focus on a book. I was having some feelings, and it was just not in my headspace to read much at all. So I never got to that one, and I'm thinking I'm going to just go ahead and donate it to a little free library because I don't see myself reading it anytime outside of Christmas. It is definitely 100% Christmas themed, St. Nicholas and the Valley Beyond. But it's definitely Christmas themed, and I don't see myself holding on to this book for another year because my whole point of this is to clear out physical books from my home. I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about it because I don't know if I'm actually going to like the story. It's not the season anymore. I'm kind of over the Christmas stuff, but also I might keep it just because I don't know if that's going to actually fit in the little free library box nearby. I don't know. So that one is kind of I'm not sure. Then this one. Nope. Where did it go? We just had it. I just had it. Hold, please. What the heck? Oh, it's right in front of my face. That's why. This book. Now, I should mention that December was my, the theme that I kind of went on for my reading choices was winter themed or holiday themed, or set in a cold environment. The snow shadow was definitely winter themed. The St. Nicholas and the Valley Beyond is definitely Christmas holiday themed. And then this one was the set in a cold climate. Dan Simmons, The Abominable. Not even halfway through. And that first half, I skimmed or skipped most of that. That's what I have my bookmark in at page 260. 260? Yeah, 260. And I think I probably skipped about 150 of those pages. Skipped or skimmed, like just really flipping through. This is about a climb of Mount Everest. And I think it's historical fiction. I think it's based on true events, with the artistic license taken. I'm trying to see if it actually says historical fiction on here. It's definitely fiction. But the hard thing that I'm having with this is I want to get to the climb. I want to get to what is happening on the mountain. All of this is still build up to getting to the mountain. They're not on the mountain yet. I am a third of the way through this book and they're not on the mountain. And the all this backstory and going from past history of other climbs and all of the technical terms and the historic dates and it's so dry for me. And the mood that, like I said, I was having for December, I needed something engaging, and this was not. And I kept every day forcing myself to try to pick it up, and most days I did not succeed in even doing that. And then so I started flipping through and just trying to be like, okay, when are we going to be in something a little more interesting? Yeah, we're still not on the mountain. I don't know what happens when they get on the mountain, and that's what I wanted to know. But at this point, I'm done. I'm giving up. I'm going to DNF this book. I've given it a third of the way through to hook me, and it has not. Like I said before, Dan Simmons is a hit or miss with me. I really liked Hyperion, and I've got the other 3 books. I've read a few of his horror stories. There was a quadrilogy of horror stories. They were like seasons, set in different seasons of the year. Really enjoyed those ones. The other book that I read by him was The Terror. Did not like that one for the same reason that I don't like this one. It's dry. And I DNF'd The Terror as well. And yesterday I went on Goodreads to see if I'm the only one having this issue. Like I can't. And a lot of people really say, oh, it's good. It's a slow burn, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure this is wonderful if you're in for a slow burn. In this particular time, I am not looking for a slow burn. And then I had seen someone mention, if you did not like The Terror, you're not going to like this. And I'm like, I wish I would have knew that sooner, because I don't. Those are the 2 books I don't like of his. So yeah, I am DNFing, and I offered this book to one of my sons, and he said yeah, he would try it, but I don't know if and when he's going to get it. If not, I will donate it to a free library if he changes his mind. I will keep trying Dan Simmons because I have a whole bunch of his books. Because, I'm that person. I liked a few of his books to start with, so I went and got everything I could find at the used bookstore. So far, there's a couple I do not like, but that's fine. That's fine. Somebody else can enjoy it. I'll put it out for somebody else, and it's good. At least I know that I tried it. There are so many other things to try that I'm not too worried about it. So, January 2026 is time for new things, new prompts, and I didn't make it, I didn't complete my list of books that I wanted to read per different years. The one where I have like before 1800, I've got the 1800s. The 1900s are broken up into up to the 70s. And then after that, it's year by year by year, all the way through. It was 2025, but obviously you see all these blank spaces, so I didn't get those done. So I've extended it to 2026. Let's see, based on this whole pile over here and the few that I have in front of me are my definites for 2026. And I'm still going to have some blank spaces. So that might, I don't know if I'm going to continue it on to 2027 or just scrap this whole idea of doing it by years and try something different. But I did start another prompt. I'm starting another set of prompts in addition to trying to fill up these dates. Now, I started watching within the last couple of weeks a YouTube channel called Chantel Reads All Day. And just found her, and she's got some interesting prompts to help her get through her TBR. And she's got a different prompt for each month in her reading for 2026 reading challenge. And I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'll bring them up in the month. So for January, the prompt that she's got is find a book that has an article in the title. Article meaning grammar, a, and, the, that sort of thing. So with that prompt in mind, I chose this book off my shelf by Carly Ann West. The Bargaining. And I think that this is horror. It looks creepy. I'm pretty sure it is horror. I don't know if it's... I've never read anything by her, so I don't know what style of horror this would be. Grieving and guilty over a friend's death, Penny is not surprised when her mother sends her to live with her father and stepmother. Oh, the stepmother's name is April. Oh, am I an evil stepmother or a good stepmother? I don't know. Let's see. So she's going to live with them, and she's taken to an old house to help restore it in a dense forest, and weird things start happening. Okay. Oh, I'm kind of excited. I didn't know that one of the characters was going to have my name. That's rare for me. I rarely find my name in anything, so I might keep this just on principle. But anyway, that is my prompt my choice for the prompt of a title that has an article in it. This has the word "the." And then, because it is January and I have my own set of prompts, January is cozy January, since we're still kind of in winter, so I thought cozy. And what else is cozier than cozy mysteries? I'm still doing the Tea Shop mystery series by Laura Childs. This one I have been trying to get to for several months now, and I keep putting it off because I keep getting distracted like I do. So Dragon Well Dead is next, and then I'm definitely going to get to Silver Needle Murder. And now these are the ones that are set in South Carolina in a tea shop, amateur sleuth. I always have a lot of fun with these. If I have time, I will get to this book, which is Oolong Dead. They all have tea themed titles. Now, I went ahead and bought myself a set of romance books, and I was intrigued by this series. It's an author that goes by J. Sterling, and they wrote these really short romances, one per month, set around that month's holiday. So there's one for January, and this is the one I'm going to start this evening. Obviously, it is New Year's themed. We've got the champagne. Kissing My Coworker, J. Sterling. They're super short. They're what, maybe 200 pages? Yeah, not even 200. It's 120. So super short. They are romance. I don't know how romance. I don't even know if they're like spicy romance. I have no idea. I don't really read romance, but I was really intrigued by the whole 12 books. No, actually it's 11 books. No, 12 books. 12 books. I'm thinking of a whole other series. Sorry. 12 books, each of them themed according to that month's holiday. Or I think like June doesn't really have a holiday. So I think that one's more like just summertime vacation type theme. But they're super, I like that they're super short. I liked that they have the different themes. So I just thought, I'm going to get them. This is definitely an impulse buy. I don't know if I'm going to like even one of these, much less all 12, but they're short. And I thought, I'm going to throw that in. So this is my January physical TBR. Are those right side up? They are. So this is what I'm physically reading for January. Audio. Well, I'm kind of going back and forth between physical and audio on this. And this one I started in December. And it's huge. Alchemized by Sen Lin Yu. I literally bought this because of the cover. It looks very creepy and very spooky. It kind of gives Red Riding Hood themes, right here. Like that's the vibe I get. Red Riding Hood. That's not what it's about. Um, Now this book I should have read the cover, the paper, and the notes from the author, which is all the way at the end of the book. This book is about a girl who, this is a world where magic exists, particularly alchemy, and also things like necromancy, um, and healing, magical healing type of thing, and mind reading. And there's all of this kind of that kind of magic. And there is a war going on, and she's in the resistance. She's part of the resistance. And she is a healer. The enemy thinks that she's got pertinent information that they need to get from her, and she's not talking. She's telling them that her memory has been wiped out. She doesn't have a whole big chunk of her memory. It's just gone. She can't remember. They're not sure if she's actually telling the truth or not. So they basically kidnapped her, and they've got someone who is going to try to extract things from her mind. This is if I wish I would have read the note from the author about the content in this book, because it hit me like a freight train. I'm going to read this note to you. It is a very compelling book, and I'm very, very interested in it, but it has a lot of disgusting things in it that I can only hope that the bad people get what's coming to them. So I'm going to read this little bit for you. Let's see. Alchemized is a work of dark fantasy containing wartime violence, religious abuse, depictions of complex trauma, suicidal ideations, self-harm, human experimentation, medical torture, eugenics, cannibalism, sexual assault, rape, and allusions to necrophilia. It does say, please remember that the depiction is not authorial endorsement. Reader discretion advised. It's got a lot of heavy, dark, disgusting themes in it, but the story is compelling. But I am taking it slow because I have to digest what I just went through a little at a time. There's over 1,000 pages in this book, and I am 350-ish. And I have been eyeball reading and audio, because I forgot that I already had it on audio, and then I went and saw I found this by accident and said, oh, that's pretty, let's take it home. And then, oh, lo and behold, I had it in audio. So I'm kind of going back and forth between it, but like I say, it's going very slow because it is a heavy book in more sense than one. So there's that. After I finish that, the next audio that I want to get to is Pachinko, and I don't remember the name of the author on that. Do I have it in my little book that I keep misplacing? Pachinko. I know that this is a Korean saga, like a family saga, but I don't really know exactly what it's about. I think it spans a couple of generations about this particular family. Pachinko. Min Jin Lee is the author. I have that on audio, so I am going to do that next as soon as I finish Alchemized. Ebooks, I really need to pay more attention to my ebooks. I am still trying to get through the case files of Aldous Vescard, which also has to do with alchemy and kind of steampunk-ish themes, and it's a detective. They're short. It's a collection of detective stories all set around this guy called Aldous Vescard. They're fun. They're short. I really like them. Sometimes they're a little gross and gruesome, but they're fun. And I like it, but I'm so focused right now on trying to get through my physical TBR that I am letting my rather large ebook TBR list, whatever you want to call it. I mean, is it a TBR if it's over 300, 500, 600? I mean, we already know I have over 1,000 physical books. So is that actually called a TBR, or is that just called a library? um, but anyway, so I'm going to try to get through that one. And then if I happen to get through that anytime soon, then I think I have some Westerns. Um, the series is called Fargo, and I don't remember the name of the author. I can put it up here. But if I happen to get through the Case Files of Aldous Vescard, then I will go into book 2 of the Fargo series, which is very old style traditional Western. So that's exciting. That's all I got. That's what I have planned for January. I think that this is going to be a full month, and I might not even get to one of these cozy mysteries, but I've got it planned. I've got it all set up and ready to go. We'll see. But I am definitely starting this one today, and I hope to finish it today. Very interested to see if a short romance is for me, because I've got 11 other ones. Let me know if you have any reading plans for January, or even, in general, 2026 kind of plans on how to get through your TBR. Do you have a TBR, or are you somebody who just picks up something off the shelf and says, hey, I'm going to do that thing? Let me know. I'd really be interested to see how other people tackle their reading. I really appreciate you coming and spending a little bit of time with me, and I will talk to you again next time. Bye.